Hello, how's it going? So today we are creating a mall for the lot that's in the fashion district. So before this was the lot that had like the small karaoke place, but I thought it needed something to kind of reflect the area more. So I thought in this kind of fashion district would probably be younger people and maybe there'd be a lot of teens hanging around. So I thought it would be cool to have a clothing store, a hairdresser, a photo shoot kind of modelling studio, and then also I thought because the GeekCon is in this neighbourhood that it would be cool to have like a little shop with electronics being sold. Also in this mall there's a cafe, a bar, 2 karaoke rooms, so I just kind of tried to cram everything into it that I thought would be cool in a mall, I guess. So I think I uploaded this to the gallery with the retail lot type, but you could easily change it to any of those other things like cafe, karaoke, bar, and yeah, it would work well for any of those. I was actually thinking when I was creating this, it'd be cool if it could be all of those lot types at once. Because as it is now, you just kind of choose one of them, and I guess the Sims visiting it do the interactions to do with that lot. But I wonder if like in future Sim games, if we're lucky enough to get to like Sims 6, 7, 8, that's how it will be. Like you can create a mall and have all these different areas of Sims. I'm not describing this well, but like cafe with Sims there, retail stores, and you can like do all those things in one lot. That would be neat. And maybe they'd have like 10, 20, 30 of the NPC Sims walking around doing activities. That would be awesome. But yeah, I haven't had quite so much time to make videos recently, but the last couple days I've been like itching to make one. So yeah, back into it. I've had some work come in lately because I'm doing some freelance design work at the moment, and I thought it was just like a month that I would be working for this company, but like it carried on to the next month and then the next week, which has been really good because I've been enjoying it lots, and you know, it's something to do and to get better at design. But yeah, so I haven't had quite as much time to do the videos. But also that was one of the reasons why I started doing some of these sim videos, was because I was wanting to practice with the video software. Because I studied digital media design, which was kind of like a range of different things. There was animation, graphic design, video editing, just a whole bunch of stuff, but video editing was kind of always my weakest area. So when I was trying to get better at it, I didn't really have any footage, and I was like, why don't I use some Sims game footage? And then the first thing I created was for my top model LP. It was the first episode when Penny's looking out the window, and I motion tracked one of the signs outside with a different picture overlaying it, and because I was just kind of trying out different things, and then it was quite fun, so I kept continuing with it, and then eventually did like voiceovers and just started making videos because it's been fun. But yeah, on this end of the build, those 2 back rooms are the karaoke rooms, and what I end up doing is putting a bar outside of those and then kind of like a gate around it, so it kind of looks like you would pay at the bar counter to have the karaoke room for however many time, and then you can go through to behind it. For the front shop area here, I was thinking of doing like a kids store, so that's what I started doing, and it looks quite cute. Like I think it would be cool to make a kids shop front. That would be really awesome, but I just ended up feeling like it didn't really fit with this neighborhood, I guess, so I end up changing that to the electronics store, which kind of matches the GeekCon. Like, I'd imagine if your Sims go to the GeekCon festival, then they can kind of like walk up to this little shop and maybe purchase something they had seen at the festival or something like that. Like, it just matches a bit better. Directly above this electronics store is where the kind of photo shoot slash model agency is. I ended up building that off camera, but you would have seen it just at the beginning clip of this video. Kind of like half of it's got desks where I guess they'd have like a consultation or something. Maybe if they're wanting to be a fashion model, they would go there and talk to somebody, or if they want a photo shoot of some sort. Like, I imagine the fashion district is where they would go to do that. And as we're about to head to the outside of this mall, you'll see for the signage I used kind of the custom signs that I had created myself in Photoshop, or like kind of like overlaid photos onto the current signs. So I didn't create them from scratch, but for this that I uploaded to the gallery, I replaced those just with the normal signs, so there's no custom content in this at all. Here I was just finishing the outside of the build. I guess it would kind of make more sense to do the whole exterior and then decorate it, but I get too impatient and excited to design the interior of it, so that always kind of seems to happen. But yeah, and I did a kind of glass overbridge with those dance floors there, which works quite well, so as soon as they enter the mall they can go wherever downstairs, or they can walk up that stairway and go left to the hairdresser, which we're about to make right here, or right to the photo studio. So I think this is the last thing I'm building in this video. The hairdresser, which was really neat to make. I ended up using that kind of grey brick wall from the Vampire pack, I believe, and it kind of doesn't look as real as some of the other bricks in the game, but I don't know, I kind of liked it and it worked well against the purple. And I've actually seen some custom content packs for hair salons, and some of them have some really neat stuff, but I don't tend to usually like custom content for the furnishings. I only have clothing for the Sims and hairstyles that are CC, but otherwise I don't like to use the furniture. So it was kind of a nice little challenge to find what items in the game look like would work well in kind of a hair salon environment. So those kind of black office chairs there, those little side tables with the kind of mirrors on top from the vintage glamour pack, or the carts, that's the word I'm looking for. Those little carts really work well. Yeah, I guess the reason why I don't like so much custom content furnishing is because I like to upload my stuff to the gallery, and I guess just everyone doesn't have the same kind of custom content, so then it doesn't load everything in. But I really enjoyed seeing it in other Simmers builds. There's a lot of awesome custom content there for furnishing, and a lot of it's Max's match stuff, so who knows, maybe in the future I might try a bit more of that, but for now I'm quite content with just the in-game items. So I think we're coming to the end of this build now. If you are looking for something to put on this lot in the fashion district, then maybe this could work for you, I don't know. But yeah, as I said before, you can kind of change it to a cafe or karaoke bar, whatever, it has all those things, so yeah. I will leave you with some screenshots of the final build, but I hope you enjoyed this and thank you for watching.